Here at Oakbank Estate, on yearling sale week, I'm going to call it. I'm visiting a lot of farms, getting around trying to promote as many of the horses as we can. Louise Toulmin, firstly, hello.
Hi Paul, how are you?
Very well. You must be one very busy lady right at the minute.
Yeah, no, we're counting down the days, so we're looking forward to getting the draft down to Inglis on Thursday and Friday.
As a family, do you ever actually count up how many horses you guys prepare in 1 year? Because this year's an amazing, like you got Haley up the road that's got a great draft. Alana's had a terrific sale, and a big draft of horses go through Sydney as well. You guys, you love the sales time, don't you?
Yeah, we do. We do really like this time of year. So, but yeah, I think we're well and truly in excess of 50 horses this year.
Wow. That's a great number. That is because of course you sold a couple in Adelaide on the weekend as well. So keeping you on the hop. I've been here today. I've had a look at all your colts. You're going to tell me the number. It's 8 colts I've had a look at, and you've got 4 fillies as well going through the sale.
That's right. Yep. So we've got 8 colts and 4 fillies. We've got 1 colt of our own from Oakbank Estate, and the other colts are Rob's. With the 4 fillies, 1 filly for us and 3 for Rob.
And that's Soho Standardbreds. Of course, headed up this year, we're going to say headed up by Soho Tribeca. I was right. I was actually got myself tongue-tied and twisted then. His first lot been going through the sales. He's a horse that you've had a lot to do with. He's actually just out in the back paddock. He resides here in the off-season. Are you excited about seeing him? I know they sold in Sydney, but are you excited about seeing him firsthand here in Melbourne for the first time? It's
been lovely to do with them. Tribeca himself is just the ultimate gentleman. He was a superb racehorse. His probably best run ever was probably his loss in the Miracle Mile. And people sort of sometimes say, his best winning time wasn't as fast as some other stallions out there, but, he was beating a nose or a lip, going 46. So, we highly rate him as a stallion. And, his progeny have definitely thrown his nature, which I think will hold them in good stead.
I think about that race, I think a lot of people say that he was this strong horse because that race was so strong. But he was a speed horse, and the reason he didn't have fast times, because when he got to the front, he'd go to sleep and just dawdle along. I think one night I reckon it was at Melton, and he was just a perfect racehorse because he could go to sleep and he wasn't about running times, he was just about winning the race.
Well, I think my husband's always said to me, I sort of weren't born into harness racing, but he always talks about Cam Fowler, and his time was nowhere near as fast as some other of his era, but nobody, when those horses that had faster times than him came up against him, they never bet him.
No, they didn't, and that's one of the great things about him, and he was a super racehorse around a long time. It's quite interesting because Rob's got an interesting draft. He's pinned a couple of horses that they're by Lazarus, and we were saying there before about the crossover. He's also bought a couple of mares to try and get the band up for Soho Tribeca. He's really putting his name and brand behind Soho Tribeca and getting that brand out there for him.
Look, to be honest, if you look at Soho Tribeca's pedigree, he's out of a multiple broodmare of the year, out of a multiple broodmare of the year. So bloodlines-wise, I think Pixel Perfect, I think Soho Broadway's just shy of winning 100,000. So every horse that she's had to the track for, above a 3-year-old, apart from the little fella that's running around at the minute who's just gone 3, they've all won 100,000 plus. And, wouldn't we all love to have a mare like that?
Yeah, absolutely, and she's well represented in this sale. I think you've got one out of that same family, have you, or not? I think so. Might be in trouble there. Yeah, you have.
Yeah. So there's a number of horses. Well, not actually out of Pixel's family, but out of the other super broodmare that or racehorse that Rob had in Aussie Made Lombo. We've got a few daughters of his, with their first or second foals. So yeah.
You've got. I'm in trouble, McWicked over there is this the McWicked?
This is the McWicked.
You've moved them on me. That's why I've got myself into trouble. He's a lovely type. He's been well received at his first season standing.
Yeah, no, he has. And Belinda and Luke have done a good job, promoting McWicked. So this little fella, or he's not a little fella, this big fella, he's a half to a horse that's already a group winner, and it's a horse that Rob sold a couple of years ago that we prepped for him and sold through the Nutrien sales. So, people probably see Soho Standardbreds, racing horses, but he predominantly sells an awful lot of good ones as well.
And he has to, because he wants to get his stallion. He wants to make his stallion, and that's what he's doing. He's putting himself, like I said, he bought Vicky Murphy. There's one offered up out of her in the sale. It's an association. What did I say the name was? I can't remember the name of the mare all of a sudden. Drain the Swamp, sorry, the horse. And he was a horse that a lot of people in the harness racing world had a lot of fun with as well. So it's exciting. When does the draft? When do you get your draft to Melbourne? When are you going to get these guys down there?
So they'll be heading down on Thursday lunchtime afternoon. So we'll get them down there and get them settled in. So they'll be there. So if anyone wants to come and see us on Friday, they'll be there to have a look at.
You've just had a couple of on-farm inspections, just very quickly there, but people still can come here and get in touch with you. They want to come and see them. And I encourage people too, because, I mean, they're a lot more relaxed. You probably get to see a different side to them here, and you take them away and you might see two sides to them, or you might see the same horse, and I think it'd be pretty encouraging. So you still encourage people to come out and see them for the next couple of days?
Yeah, well, this is where they feel comfortable. Rob's horses turned, we get them as weanlings, so they've been here a long time, and, they like it here. It's a little bit chilled out here, we're out in the back box slightly, so they like this environment, and, yeah, quite happy to show them off here, or if you can't get here, we'll see you down the sales. Yeah,
beautiful part of the world. I've got no doubt it gets cold and wet here. I've been fortunate. Most of the times I come here, 90% of the times I come here, it is actually beautiful, including today with the big trees and the likes. Louise, thank you. Good luck. I reckon I'll be seeing you again. I know Alana actually had best presented too. So she's, I think she made mention about something that she had. Did she have two? She had
Yeah, she actually won Best Presented Colt and ran up Best Presented, Colt. So and I think she made the statement that we weren't going to get her. So, challenge has been on. I actually got shortlisted and was second over in Adelaide on the weekend. So, yeah, she's won up on us so far. So we'll see what happens.
Hayley won last year. She won the Best Presented, sponsored by. Did she win it, or was she runner-up?
Yeah, she won Best Presented filly last year. So,
so it's there in the genes, and it is indeed. Good luck. Good luck to Rob as well. He's got a good draft. Hopefully they all sell well. That's what we want for the industry. We want people to get out there. We want people to get to the complex. Most horses will be there from Thursday, if not Friday. Parade is on Saturday. Sale starts 12 o'clock Sunday. Last horse sold on Sunday is lot 554. First horse sold on the Monday is lot 555. I have to keep remembering to say that. 2-day sale. Make sure you got your credit. Make sure you're all hooked up with your accounts earlier. Don't leave it to the last minute. Get hooked up early and go from there. Louise, thank you very much. Do I get a random interview with Gary at the sales, you reckon?
Oh, probably. Yeah. Just before we finish, I just want to really thank Better Vet, Natalie from Better Vet. They're going to be there at the sales, I think, on the weekend. And, we've, heavily got some advice from them and, heavily supported them this year with, some vitamins for our yearly prep, and we couldn't be happier.
Anyone knows me knows I don't mind sponsors, so you got to look after them. We need them all in the industry, and they're a New Zealand company, and they're just stepping out and they're having a bit of a crack, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they're sort of all herbal based sort of thing. It's everybody has different thoughts, but I sort of like the naturopathic type of way for myself personally, and I think it is a way, and the horses are a true reflection that obviously they're feeling good.
When they see the coats on some of these horses, they're going to be blown away too. Encourage people to have a look at the little Lazarus. Little, got to stop saying that. You said it before too. When we say little, it's only because they're young boys. That's what we mean, isn't it?
That's right. Well, probably compared to a couple of others, they're a bit smaller than the others, but they're not little. And I think they'll definitely be big enough on the racetrack.
Absolutely, Louise. Thank you. Good luck, and we'll see you over the weekend.
Thank you.